Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie and in today's video I'm going to be doing a raw makeup brush challenge, so let's just jump straight into it. In this little makeup bag I've got little bits of paper and each one has a number on which corresponds to one of my brushes that I've got down there. So I'm going to be doing my makeup in order, so I'm going to start with foundation. So what am I going to be using for foundation? Oh no, that's the one I didn't want. It's number 9. That's this one. One of my tiny little eyeshadow brushes. Oh my gosh. Okay, right. It's also what I'm going to be using for concealer because I thought I normally use the same sponge for foundation and concealer, so I'm going to use the same brush. Why? Okay, right. I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to dot my foundation all over my face. And then I guess just start blending with this tiny little thing. This is going to take ages. Oh, it's going to go so streaky as well. This is actually ridiculous. This is the one brush that I didn't want. Like, any of my eyeshadow brushes are slightly bigger and it would have been okay. This is not okay. I'm just going to try and spread it all out first and then we'll blend it more. It's just not blending at all. It's going to be so streaky. I'm hoping I can fix it somehow after, but I've only got powder products after this and nothing's even going to help. My arm's aching already. It's all like spread out on my face, but it's so streaky, it looks absolutely awful. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it looks horrific. I'd try and make it better somehow. I'm just gonna have to leave it like that. It looks absolutely awful, but I can't, there is literally nothing I can do about it at all. Well, that was a great start. So now I've got to blend my foundation in with this brush as well. So I think what I'm actually gonna do, no, I should probably do it how I normally do my foundation, concealer. Put it on my nose, on my chin. I mean, at least this brush is a nice size for my nose, I guess. Just not my whole face. Part of me was actually hoping I could make this look okay, but this just made it not good from the start, really. I've got no hope now, at all. Put some under my eyes. Kinda hurts. I look awful, but it's not going to get any better than that. So let's move on to my loose powder. What's it going to be? Okay, that's not too bad. Number 8. And number 8 is this one. So it's one of my eyeshadow brushes. This isn't too bad actually. That was too much though. Just gonna put this under my eyes like I normally do. This is going absolutely everywhere with this brush. Okay, so that step wasn't actually too bad. However, I am slightly worried because normally for my foundation and my loose powder I use sponges, so I have actually got sponges to use later on now for all powder products. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so after that I normally go in with my powder, this one. What's it going to be for the powder then? Number 7. Why am I getting all the tiny brushes for my whole face? It means I'm going to get like the massive brushes and the sponges for my eyeshadow. Anyway, number 7. Is another eyeshadow brush. Oh, I've got loose powder all down my leg. Oops. So let's just take this powder all over my face and hope it improves anything slightly. I have no idea where I've actually put powder because it's such a small brush. You know what? I think that's actually helped a little bit because it's sort of blended in with the stuff underneath as well. Next step after powder is bronzer. Got my Hoola Light one here. So let's see what we're going to be using. Number 6. Which one's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so for my bronzer, I've got my little highlighter brush. I feel like this is just going to give me like a harsh line, whereas normally I want it just more like blended generally on my cheek. And let's put some across my forehead. That was a bad idea, because it's just not blending here at all. But might as well make it even. Okay, I literally can't blend it out, so I've got like 2 very solid semicircles on either side of my face. So now it's time for blush. Number 2, which is my what's it called? Real Technique sponge that I normally use for my loose powder. I don't know which side to use, whether to use the pointy end or the flat side. I feel like the flat side would make more sense. That's really pink. Okay, you know what? That's actually worked semi-decent. That's not too bad. A little bit too pink, but I'm happy with that. Next is highlighter. So I've got my Soph Revolution highlighter palette. Number 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the brush that I normally use for blush. That's not too bad actually. If I just get it on sort of the edge of the brush. Okay, no, that's just gone straight up, put too much on. Oh well, I love highlighter, it's fine. Just half my face is glowing. And then I put it on my Cupid's bow. It's just going to give me a sparkly moustache really. And then on my brow bone. Or just my whole eyebrow. Oh, and down my nose, I forgot my nose. I think I'm just 90% sparkles now. Oh, next is eyeshadow, and this is going to be interesting. So all we've got left are 2 big brushes and my sponge that I normally use for foundation and concealer. So for the eyeshadow it's going to go sort of all over my lid, the brush that we're going to be using is number 4. That's my bronzer brush, this one. You know what? Seeing as it started absolutely awful, it's not looking too bad now. I'm gonna take this orange shade here and just I'm gonna try and squish the brush to make it smaller. Oh, there's a little daddy long legs at the window. There we go, I think that'll do. So next up, for the eyeshadow that I'm putting through my crease, I'm going to use number 3, which is my powder brush. I feel like this is just going to end up in a complete mess, isn't it? So I'm going to take this pink shade here. It's gone way too low down here. Oh, I've just realised what I've been left with. It's fine, it's fine. There we go. It's not exactly neat, my eyes are just looking fully pink. It's come way too far down the sides. But it's not going to get any better, so it'll do. So now, the final step, obviously not the final step of makeup, but the final one as part of this brush challenge is going to be to do my inner corner highlight and the eyeshadow under my eyes. So what I've got left for that is my foundation sponge. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to take, to be honest, it might be alright because it's got the little point at the end. So I'm going to take this shiny shade here on the very end of the sponge. I'm just going to try and pack that into my inner corner. That actually worked quite nicely. And now I'm going to take the end of it again in the pink shade that I used, well, I'm going to say through my crease, kind of all over my eye. And I'm going to put that underneath my lower lash line. I'm just going to go do my mascara and lipstick off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've done my mascara and my lipstick, so that is the finished makeup look done. Seeing as it started out as an absolute catastrophe with that tiny brush, it's actually ended up looking alright. It's not good, by no means is it good, but it's not awful. Yeah, so that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you again soon. Bye!